Everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be looking at an Ashe ADC video. This is patch 923, so special thanks to Dylan for donating for this video. If you'd like to have a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. Usually I'll do it right on stream. We're doing that right now during a stream, so you might hear me talking to the stream as well. Streams start around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. We'd love to have you come on out. It's a great time. Usually we go till about 2 a.m., sometimes a little bit later on the weekends. Alright, let's see. Okay, pretty good invade. I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold, so I might have a bit of a cough here, but nice, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get in here. Okay, pretty good ward vision. I would tell Cassidon to ward your red. Has he dropped his ward yet? Okay, yeah, he has. Before you leave here, if you still have your ward their golem. Nice, a repeat kill? Repeat? Nice. I would go ahead and ward his golem before you get out of here. You can ward the scuttle if you want to, but drop it somewhere. Golem's on your way. But yeah, just to keep an eye on that, just to see when he comes bot lane. I mean, you do have a couple of wards here, so you've already got this pretty well set up, but well, you might as well. Alright. So, they don't have a heal. They do have a cleanse. Y'all should be able to win, like, early all-ins. Pyke has some sustain, too, in his kit. You do as well. I mean, I'm in the minority. I don't like the Blade of the Ruined King build. If you go for that, then you'll have sustain, which gives you better, like, pressure earlier on once you get that Vamp Scepter. But I still like the Essence Reaver opener, Essence Reaver Infinity Edge, then Hurricane. And that's like maximum single target damage. And I really like the CDR on Ashe also. I thought the Trinity with Comet build was pretty good too. That's kind of fallen out of favor. Yeah, I mean, I guess Lethal Tempo like scales better later on in the game. So you got to think, where's Aatrox going to go? He's probably going top, right? Because he's almost certainly going to be too scared to go bottom again. So that means that he's probably going to be on the bottom side of the map around like 3:30 or 4 minutes. So you got to be careful if you're pushed in around this time. Once your wards are going to go down soon. Yeah, there they go. Vi's also on the top side, so she's not going to be able to help you out. Thresh is positioning like the ADC's potentially in the area. See how he's moving forward a little bit? I feel like they're trying to bait you. I would be very careful here. Okay, good. That's a good hawk shot. Good. You fired it across the whole map, too. Okay, great. There he is. Yeah, I see so many Ashes fire this short little hawk shot like right here. You always want to fire it across the whole map. And just get as much of the jungle as you can. Okay, great. Well, he did not go the path that I thought he was going to go, or else he's really, really far behind. Which that might be the case, too. Okay. Vi's wasting a lot of time top. Like, she's not even ahead on levels right now, which is really bad, because she's been sitting in that tri-bush. And she's not even gonna, like, it's a Cassidon. She can't even really gank for a Cassidon. I don't know. Anyways, that's a bit of a waste. But if Vi comes back down here, and she's, like, level 4, you can maybe try to pressure and get Dragon. Okay, yeah. Some good hits in here. Good, yeah. Oh, that little creep block there is kind of rough. I think you would have had him without the creep block. You might get him anyways. Okay, you got him anyways. It's all good. Good heal. Up. Okay, nice. You could have kept fighting her. She has no mana. I don't know. I guess it's dicey. You might be thinking she didn't use heal, but remember she didn't have heal. She's got cleanse, so. Okay, Aatrox could be down here. Alright, Chef. Yeah, that seems kind of rough. Yeah, that happened at my middle school. She might be warded. He might try to hook you. Oh, Pike, you gotta hit that, buddy. Okay. Yeah, just try to run. That's a really cool looking particle set there, but you got a little bit of a lead. I probably would have done Bilgewater. I think you were right to go Bilgewater. That's a pretty big upgrade because it gives you the lifesteal, which allows you to pressure earlier on, and the active, the 100 damage, is actually really relevant right now. And the slow is very good. I mean, you already have a slow with your Frost, but I don't know. I think if you had enough to get the Bilgewater, I probably would have gotten the Bilgewater. Now, maybe you're thinking you want a control ward. I mean, I guess that's fair, but y'all need to push as fast as you can so you can go help Vi. She might get herself in trouble here. Thresh is Thresh is probably going to rotate on her. This seems bad. Yeah, y'all need to... Pike at least needs to get over there. Yeah, they're going to... Yeah, I would have pushed this faster. So, like, if you guys were there right now, this would be an easy, like, triple kill. As it is, this is really dicey. They're probably all going to die. Yeah, so it's not your fault necessarily that Vi did a stupid invade, but I think if you would have pushed a little bit faster, just like W'd and just pushed as hard as you could, and just like pinged them back and just, you know, let them know that you're not there, then maybe. I mean, they might still do it anyways, but I think if you rotate over there, then y'all might be able to turn that around. You're gonna have to probably... You don't have anything. I mean, you did have Flash, but... I mean, she was 6 too. How'd she get 6? Did she get that kill? No? She got experience off of that person dying, though. Yeah, you're pretty much dead. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like Bork. I don't know. I know that's the most popular build, but like, my thought process with Bork is like, it just doesn't do as much damage. I've got the Ashe guide on the channel where I'm, you know, mathed it out, and it just doesn't do as much damage early game to single target squishies as Infinity Edge does, or Essence Reaver. Definitely not Infinity Edge. I don't remember if I did the math for Essence Reaver or not, but Infinity Edge definitely does a lot more. Blatherin King starts to come online once you get Hurricane and you're hitting multiple targets. Once you're hitting like 3 targets with Hurricane, and all of those Hurricane bolts are triggering Blatherin King, that's when it gets good, when it's team fights in the mid game. It's solid. But Infinity Edge still does okay in those situations, and I would rather in this meta right now just be stronger in lane so that you can get priority, potentially get some earlier kills, and start stacking those dragons faster. So that's why I really like either an Infinity Edge or an Essence Reaver Rush more. I know the build path kind of sucks. Like, that's a major thing, you know, that you have to have a, you know, you have to be able to get a BF sword to go for the Essence Reaver or the Infinity Edge, which kind of sucks. I mean, one of the only times I would ever consider going Blade is if you don't have 1300 on your back, but you did because you could have bought a Bilgewater. So I know the build path's not as friendly, but I just think there still aren't a lot of poke champions right now, so you don't need the sustain in lane. Like, it's nice, but I think that sustain can kind of be a trap too. I think it's a lot lower single target DPS, and it doesn't scale as well with multiple items as Infinity Edge does. Now, crit obviously interacts in special ways with Ashe. Basically, instead of like having a percentage chance to crit, she just does flat out more damage. So it's just much more consistent damage. But it's still going to scale a lot better. It's like every percentage crit is basically a percentage extra damage that she does. You're kind of low on mana. You're going to have to blast plant, blast plant, blast plant. Oh, might be too late if that hook lands. Yeah. Can you... Oh, you already used your flash. Yeah, that's kind of rough positioning. I think you just kind of have to back up and just, like, it's tough. It's a tough call, I know, because they're all, but like you were out of mana, you can't even really poke with your W. I think you just have to just go and try to push the lane and force them to come back to lane so that they can't stay up there. It's tough. It's tough to say, but I think since you didn't have flash and you didn't even have W for poke, that it's just too dangerous. Because if either one of these people hits you with either a hook or Sin as W, then they're gonna chain it together and you're gonna die. Well, you did get your full Bork, which is nice. Ike's randomly running middle. Oof. That was a nice blade move there. Y'all don't have priority in lane. This is gonna be difficult to deal with.
Killing spree. Shut down.
I think if you're gonna ward this, I would at least ward right here, so you get a better, better view of the ramp. I would potentially still consider warding here. I don't know, like, this is a good spot, but this allows you to sweep this wall. I guess that ward allows you to sweep most of the wall, too, unless they ward, like, right here. And that does give you a better notice if they're coming for you. So that's a pretty cool ward spot. I am feeling better. I still have a little bit of residual cold. I'm still coughing a little bit, but not nearly as much as I was.
Turret plating will soon fall.
You might have to get a QSS. It sucks getting it this early, but like, you get hit by a lot of thrash hooks. And Senna, you know, Senna has her W too. Like, there's two big threats where if you get hit by either one of them right now, you're dead. I know that sucks because, like, they really don't have, they have 0 magic damage on their team. So you're not getting, like, any value out of the magic resist on QSS, but... Hey, Dragon House. Good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for becoming a member. Helps out a ton. But yeah, you might have to get a QSS. I don't know. It's tough because you need damage too. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe just try to dodge it better. Once again, it'd be really nice if you had a support that could get the KOs, but... House of Dragon. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's rough out there. Hey, what's up, Sammy? Alright, let's see here. What can you do here? Everyone, you're kind of the most fed person on your team. I think,
Identify targets. Rampage.
I missed you too, man. Good to see you again. Infinity, yeah, they're gonna or Infernal. Yeah, they're gonna get that Infernal. Your jungler, unfortunately, just doesn't. I mean, it's hard for y'all to contest stuff. But she's just really not. I mean, I guess trading. I don't know. I don't like trading dragons for towers. The current meta. Thanksgiving was pretty good. It's pretty good. We got some standard turkey, pumpkin pie type of stuff. We got to try. They had this interesting kind of Asian sauce with like this ground up hamburger meat and rice that I've never tried before. It was pretty good. I'm a man of pretty simple taste. That was pretty. That was legit. Okay, you don't have ult. Ooh. Dang, that Thresh is really like. Thresh is coming in hot this game. You guys have been hitting everything. I mean, this is kind of tough because y'all are just getting whacked everywhere. I mean, like, one of the only things is just, like, try not to get hit by, like, Thresh hooks as much, but that doesn't really help, you know? You gotta try to get a bit more vision, but, I mean, he's hitting you, like, open field sometimes, too. Other than just going Quicksilver Sash early, but you're so far behind, you kind of need damage, too, because you're the only person that's, like, has any kills. Like, if someone like your Talon or your Kassadin was pretty fed, you might be able to get away with going a Quicksilver Sash, but this Thresh is just massacring everybody this game. Hey, what's up, Jabster? It's pretty good. Pretty good Thanksgiving. Enjoyed it. Got to spend a couple of days with my wife's family, and then tomorrow we're hanging out with my family here in town, so that's solid. I guess at this point you just kind of got to go Infinity Edge and just sort of hope that your team can scale up a little bit. And that Tryndamere is going to be difficult to deal with. Storm Razor on Tryndamere. Why does nobody get Static Shiv on him? Like, I feel like that item's really good. Hey, what's up, Scott? On Tryndamere, like somebody wants to solo push. I mean, I definitely understand Sanguine Blade. Like, that item's very good on a split pusher, but I don't understand why not Static Shiv to push faster instead of this other goofiness. I mean, Blade, I guess, kind of makes it. I don't know. I don't like. I mean, I'm not a Tryndamere expert. I don't know, but it seems to me like crit's probably pretty good on him. What, someone the other game? I don't remember the other item. They had like triple lifesteal. I feel like it's too much though. You gotta run. Yeah, okay, good job. I think they got him. Okay, nice. Kill. Maybe it stacks better. Maybe it does. I would still get Static before Storm Razor though. Or I feel like Static needs to be in there somewhere. Like, the wave clear is just too good early on, especially. So he needs something to help him. Like, he has pretty good wave clear, but that was a nice arrow. Ideally, you probably want to wait until he ults. Did you arrow him when he ulted? I think you did. Yeah, you want to wait until Tryndamere ults and then arrow him. Oh, God. Yeah, you gotta stand away from those walls. I know y'all didn't see her coming, but try to get some more control wards. I think that's another thing this game you haven't had that many. Like, I know it sucks when you're behind, you really need items, but like those control wards can definitely like help your team stay in the game so you can make some good plays. Yeah, Stormrazor does give a slow. I think Static Shiv... I don't know if it applies the slow to everybody if you have Stormrazor. I know it applies the damage, the extra damage to everybody, so it'd be 240 damage on the Lightning Strike, but... the other game's really tough to call. I think, obviously, you want to get hit by less hooks early on. I do think that going for either Essence Reaver or Infinity Edge is better. Infinity Edge is like maximum single item damage, but like Essence Reaver gives you more chances to make plays with your ult. Also gives you better mana regen. I feel like there were definitely some times where you could have pressured him early on in the lane a little bit more, knowing that, like, if you were paying attention that she had cleanse instead of heal. I think there's a couple of times you backed up where you could have potentially all in her. I think there was one time specifically after Thresh was dead. It's kind of tough. Once again, kind of like last time, I think just buying a control ward and just like keeping it around here could have been decent, just to try to get some vision around the area. I mean, you did have a control ward like over here, which is good. It's a little bit harder to do that on red side, I think. Because you kind of have to walk around a little bit more to get back to lane. But yeah, something like that. I mean, it's tough because the Vi really wasn't trying to position to help you out with dragons. You guys were not in a great position in the lane. You're pretty behind from early on in that lane. Maybe when you pushed up and you did get ahead, I think there was a time early on where you were ahead and you got them pushed out. You could have gone and like secured the scuttle. But yeah, once the mid game came around, it's really hard because every single lane was losing. You were losing on split push. You're going to lose team fights probably. That one was going to be really tough to win. But I think that like early on, maybe if you went for like, you know, a BF sword and tried to call the Vi down, just like spam ping, trying to get Vi to come down. Because like you have a really good combo. Like if Vi ults, and then you ult, and then Pike can clean up with his ult, like it feels like stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you pinged and they didn't come, then, you know, there's not a lot you can do about that. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Sorry I can't offer you too much more concrete stuff. That was just really hard. I think just maybe switching the item build up to go for something that's stronger on single item. Because I feel like Blade really doesn't come online for Ashe. Because she doesn't get any benefit. Like, her little multi-arrow thing, her Q, doesn't proc Blade multiple times. It looks like it should, but it, like a Lucian double shot, but it doesn't. It only procs it once. So you really don't get any benefit off of Blade until you get your Hurricane to go with it. And that's only in team fights, really, where you get a huge advantage, where you're hitting 3 people with it. So I feel like it's just a much weaker single item power spike. And I think right now in this meta, you know, 923 really need a very good single item power spike. So I'd probably go Infinity or Essence. I don't know if it would have made a huge difference, but that could have been useful. Trying to play around those hooks more. Maybe getting tier 2 boots before you, after you get hooked once or twice, maybe just committing to those tier 2 boots before you even finish your first item, just to try to get around that better. Yeah, and then just trying to call your jungler to come down or your mid or something, and if they don't, then they don't. But I think that's about it. I don't think he didn't even gank you once. It was just kind of that Thresh has dominated that lane. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank y'all very much. Stream's going to continue. I'll play 1 or 2 more ranked games. If you'd like a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. Just $25 for non-members, $20 if you're a channel member. I'll put it in a playlist. You can find that playlist in the description if you want to go through and watch some more champions. I always have a picture of the champion that I'm playing on there, so it's really easy to kind of just flip through and find your the ones you're interested in. Come by, check out the stream. Starts around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. We'd love to have you. Very friendly, chill community. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.